the Las Vegas Aces. First and foremost, can we give them some love? They are defending champions, right? So let's go ahead and give them their credit, their flowers. Now, my Las Vegas Aces starting five: Chelsea Gray at the one, Kelsey Plum at the two, Jackie Young at the three, Asia Wilson at the four, and Candace Parker at the five. Now, my Las Vegas Aces bench: Alexis Peterson at the one, Sydney Colson at the two, Raquana Williams at the three, Alicia Clark at the four, and Kia Stokes at the five. Now, again, defending champs, right? And they added Candace Parker. Like, I thought the Sky were going to be a potential threat next, like this season. And they said, nope, sorry, we're going to take their best talent away from them. So when I look at this team, starter wise, we already know they're one of the best, if not the best, right? My ranking, they're number two. So you can assume who number one going to be, right? Well, the bench actually is kind of surprising. They're number six. So again, elite starters, about average bench. All right, that's cool. And again, fun fact: I like my teams with a little height on them. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But this team is the third shortest in the league. So we're assuming they're guard oriented, right? Now, when I'm talking about this team, also like to point out the fact that they have a lot of experience on them. They're a little older team, so probably don't want to be in transition too much, but they are guard oriented. So I'm thinking either transition, fast break, right? Or you're efficient in the half court. Scoring wise, we know where they are, upper echelon, right? Rebounds, they're top notch. The tricky part with the Aces, I'm gonna just cut straight to it. It's the field goal percentage. These girls are actually number 10 out of 12 in the WNBA. So, at least for me. So if I'm looking at that, I'm like, damn, that's kind of tough. Like, you short already, at least you get rebounds. And to be fair, they are really good at 3 points and number one in free throw percentage. So they don't squander too many moments. I also said they are an older team, so they're experienced. So I'm expecting the Aces obviously to do well, but they could trip up a little bit. Don't be too surprised. Don't be too surprised. But a lot of this season is going to hinge on some X factors. And again, they did bring in Candace Parker. I talked about Candace Parker. They got Asia Wilson. That's the reigning MVP, right? You got Kelsey Plum, the All Stars MVP, right? You got Chelsea Gray, the point guard of the WNBA. It's Jackie Young. Jackie Young is the X factor for the Aces. I just listed off a whole bunch of people, right, who probably need the ball in their hands. Maybe not Candace Parker as much, but Jackie Young is probably going to be that small forward, and that's a critical role because she's going to have to be a two-way, versatile player. At some point in time, she's going to have to guard someone like Brianna Stewart, or maybe an electric guard because maybe Kelsey Plum, you don't want to tie her out. Chelsea Gray can, but again, 5'10", 6 foot. There's a little bit of a difference. So I think Jackie Young, if she plays extremely well, especially the way she played at the beginning of last season, where she was at the MVP, she was in the MVP race. Aces might take it this year. But if not, there is a vulnerability. Also, since we mentioned earlier, Asia Wilson, you got to dominate again because there is another team on the East that got a beast as well. So you got to show you top dog in the WNBA because if you do that, it makes the Aces a little bit easier. Hey, there's not as much focus on Kelsey Plum, so maybe she continues to get that that 20 point a game. Just saying, that matters a lot. Gravity matters a lot. But again, Aces, you are defending champs, so we got to put some respect on your name. I'm not saying you lucky just because you was in Vegas, but we gonna find out if y'all are lucky this season because luck don't happen 2 times in a row. Not too often, at least. Not too often.
you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I gotta go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.